is the Family Channel.
Here is your host, Tony Slattery. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Trivial Pursuit. Did you know that the giraffe has exactly the same number of vertebrae in its neck as human beings do? Although, and this is the interesting thing, its neck is much, much longer. So, with that bit of trivia, we say immediately hello to the three contestants who are competing today for the chance to win a great holiday. Firstly, we say hello to Susan. Hello, Susan.
Hello.
Hello, Susan. What do you do for a living?
I'm an occupational therapist.
And what does that entail?
Well, I work in the Portnells unit at Farnborough Hospital, which
Yes.
is a psychiatric unit, and we have patients of all different sorts of diagnosis. So we offer them activities maybe to help improve their depression if they're depressed, or help them to go into long-stay hostels.
Yes.
That sort of thing.
So sometimes I would imagine that's much more beneficial than drug therapy because it's not toxic.
Well, yes, you combine that with drug therapy. They have medication as well.
I see. Well, excellent work, and it's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome to you, Susan. Next we say hello to Roz. Is it Ross or Roz?
Roz.
Roz. Hello, you're a housewife, and it says you've travelled widely in the Middle
Yes.
East. Is that right?
Yes.
I want to ask you quite a serious question here. Do you think the rise of the kind of re-emergence of Islamic fundamentalism has made it more difficult to travel in the Middle East?
No.
No. Oh, you
not
see,
really.
you're very firm about that. You sound as if you have a very warm attitude towards the Middle East.
Yes. Yes, I have.
What do you like about it? What aspects of Middle Eastern culture?
Food, the sun, everything.
Food and
Yes,
sun,
food and
that's good
sun,
enough.
yes.
Well, who knows? Food and sun, that's good enough. Well, maybe you'll get lots of food and sun if you win the holiday today. Welcome to you anyway, Roz. And finally, to Nicola, we say hello. Hello, Nicola.
Hello.
It says you're a civil servant in the Lord Chancellor's office.
Yeah.
But that sounds rather kind of archaic. I thought the Lord Chancellor's office was something which was disbanded in the 60s.
No, he's still around, but the departments run the courts and the administration of the courts.
Oh, I
and
see. And did they
everything
used to censor plays and things like that?
I think they did many years ago, and I don't think you get quite so many plays that need to be censored these days.
Absolutely, yes. It says also you've traced your family tree back to the 1700s.
Yes.
And I always wonder about people who trace their family trees back, whether they come across, you know, sort of villains or black sheep of the family, like Nicola Blackbeard II, would you have come across? Have you found any interesting characters?
No, just a lot of people without fathers around, I'm afraid.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that doesn't necessarily make them uninteresting. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the contestants. Welcome to you all. Let's get straight on with the game. The aim of the game is simple: to be the first person to illuminate all 12 sections of your individual pie. You do this by answering correctly questions on trivia in various categories. Answer correctly, a section is illuminated. Answer incorrectly or pass, then I'll throw it open to the other two to buzz in on after the timeout bell, of course. Let's get straight underway with the first round, in which the categories are the classic Trivial Pursuit ones of geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, and sport and leisure. Best of luck to you all. Susan, please choose.
Geography, please.
Geography for Susan. Port of Spain is capital of which Caribbean island?
St. Lucia?
Not St. Lucia, no. Time out. Anyone else? Nicola.
Jamaica.
It's not Jamaica, no. No, the answer is Trinidad. Okay, we go on to Roz.
Entertainment.
Entertainment for you, Roz. Which blonde was known as the girl with the $1 million legs and starred in Pin-Up Girl?
Betty Grable.
Is correct for a pink section. Well done. Nicola, over to you.
Art and literature, please.
Art and literature for red. During a trial in 1960, about which novel did Mervyn Griffith Jones, QC, say, "Would you allow your wife or your servant to read this book?"
Lady Chatterley's Lover.
Of course it was. Lady Chatterley's Lover, that's right. That's right, so you get your red section. Susan, back to you. Three to choose from.
Science and nature,
Science
please.
and nature for green. What treatment developed by the Chinese uses needles inserted into the body at specific points?
Acupuncture.
Is correct for a green section. Don't be shy, all three of you. You need to speak up, otherwise I won't hear you. Roz.
Sport and leisure.
Sport and leisure for orange. From the Latin meaning shade, what Mexican hat provides shade?
Sombrero.
Is correct for an orange section. Well done. Susan, you're left with history, which is yellow. In May 1960, the nuclear submarine Triton... I'm sorry, Nicola. What did I call you?
Susan.
Why, no, oh, no, I see. I'm terribly sorry. Can I call you Patricia from now on? No, I'm definitely going to call you Nicola. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nicola. Nicola, in May 1960, the nuclear submarine Triton became the first to complete what epic voyage?
Around the world.
Round the world underwater. Yes, well guessed. Yellow section for you. Let's reset the board to redress the balance of advantage in the order of play. Well, we see that Susan, you're in third position. You get to go.
Science and nature, please.
Science and nature to complete your green slice. Which woolly prehistoric mammals related to the elephant had turned up tusks and long hair to protect them from the severe cold of the Ice Age?
Mammoth.
Is correct. You get a green slice. Roz, over to you.
Sport and leisure.
Sport and leisure to complete your orange slice, Roz. What's the second highest score you can achieve with 3 throws in darts? Second highest score.
140.
Not 140. Anyone else? Susan.
180.
It's not. It's the highest, I think. It's 177 is the answer, Roz. And finally, Nicola, choose.
Entertainment, please.
Entertainment for pink. Which record became, in November 1968, Joe Cocker's biggest ever hit, a song taken from the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper album?
With a little help from my friends.
Is correct for a pink section. Well done. Right, at the end of the first round, we see in joint third position, both with 2 sections illuminated, are Susan and Roz, but leading by 1 with 3 is Nicola. Well done, Nicola. Okay, right now we go on to our film and television round with lots of fascinating archive stuff and pictures as well. The categories here are personalities, titles, classics, portrayals, drama, and wild card. Now, let's see who's going to go. Roz.
Drama.
Drama. Okay, drama for green. A famous barber lent his name to which police series?
Sweeney.
The Sweeney Todd. You got there just in time. That's right. You get a green section. Susan, we now go to you.
Personalities, please.
Personalities for blue, Susan. Please take a look at this clip.
Spring and swing in the air when dance band leader Joe Loss shows how versatile he is by leading his bride, Miss Mildred Rose, to London's Great Central Synagogue. A crowd of about 2,000 gathers outside.
Right, that was Joe Loss marrying in London in 1938. The question, a singer who became the force's sweetheart during World War II made her broadcast debut with the Joe Loss Orchestra. Who was she?
Vera Lynn.
Is correct for a blue section. Well done. Nicola.
Portrayals, please.
Portrayals for red. In Dad's Army, what was the occupation of Corporal Jones, played by Clive Dunn?
He was a butcher.
He was a butcher. That gives you a red slice. Roz, back to you.
Wild card, please.
Wild card. Luckily, you've chosen a bonus question. It's in 2 parts. Get the first part correct, you get your orange slice. Get the second part correct, and you get the chance to take away a section from either Susan or Nicola. Here's the first part. Take a look at this, please.
Princess Anne was named Sportswoman of the Year by the British Sports Writers Association. The princess earned the title and proved her skill when she won the European 3-day event championship at Burley.
Right, that was 1971, as you could probably tell from some of those very nasty haircuts. The question is, when she appeared on A Question of Sport, who captained her team?
No.
Time out. I can pass that over. Anyone else? Nicola.
Willie Carson.
It's not Willie Carson, no. Susan.
Emlyn Hughes.
Emlyn Hughes is correct, so you get the orange section. Well done. And you also get the second part of that question, which is, what are the names of Princess Anne's 2 children?
Zara and Peter.
Is correct. So, which section do you want to take away? Section do you want to take away, and from whom?
I'll have a red one from Nicola, please.
A red one from Nicola disappeared with a whoosh. Okay, Susan, we now come to your question proper. Choose from the 2 remaining categories.
Titles, please.
Titles for pink. Have a look at this picture. Right, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger there. But the question, what was the title of this Arnold Schwarzenegger sci-fi thriller which was set on Mars? Time out. Anyone else? Nicola.
Total Recall.
Total Recall is right. You filled your pink slice. Well done. And finally, Nicola, you are left with classics. Which, luckily for you, is a bonus question. Same rules apply. Take a look at this.
Delamere's a man in a million, but even his advice is use a safety belt, drive carefully, and live to a ripe old age.
1966 there, Nicola. The question. The Clunk Click Every Trip advertising campaign featured which celebrity DJ?
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile is correct for a yellow section, completing your yellow slice. Second part of the question. Which TV family program does Jimmy Savile present?
Jim will fix it.
Is correct. So now you get a chance to get your own back if you want to. Which
yes.
section do you want to take away and from whom?
I'll take a green one away from Sue, please.
A green from Sue. Right, that disappears. Right, let's see what the scores are at the end of that round. We see in joint third place, both with 3 sections illuminated, are Susan and Ross. Ros, but leading with 5 sections is Nicola. Well done, Nicola. Rightio, now we come on to our trivia tactics round. A bit more mental gymnastics needed here, because on the basis of how you've heard your opponent's answer in the previous 2 rounds, you are now going to have to nominate for an opponent a category in which you think they might have more difficulty in answering. And the categories are World of Places, World of Music, World of People, World of Fantasy, World of Science, and World of Leisure. Ross, we are going to start with you. Please nominate for Nicola, but not pink or yellow, because as you can see, they're full.
World of Science, please.
World of Science. This is for green, Nicola. Which bird has a generic name derived from the Latin for the bellowing of a bull because of its deep, booming call?
Bullfinch.
Not bullfinch. Good guess, though. Anyone else? Susan.
A bittern.
A bittern is correct. Well done. Very good. You've got your green slice. How did you know that, Susan? Just a bit of trivia.
brilliant, yeah.
That's a bit of trivia. The nature of the game. Absolutely right. So, Nicola, now please nominate for Susan. Not green, obviously.
World of Fantasy.
World of Fantasy for red, Susan. In Greek mythology, who gave fire to man?
Prometheus.
Prometheus is correct for a red section. Well done. And Susan, nominate for Roz, please.
World of Music, please.
World of Music, to complete your pink slice, Roz. In 1957, All by Patricia Bredin was the first British entry for which annual competition?
Eurovision
Yeah, of
Song
course it was.
Contest.
The Eurovision Song Contest, that's right. That gives you a pink. Well done. Roz, again, nominate for Nicola.
World of Places.
World of Places for blue, Nicola. What is the present name of the international airport which serves Tel Aviv?
No, I don't know.
Time out. Anyone else?
Ben Gurion.
Please, please, Roz. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Ben Gurion.
Ben Gurion is correct. You pick up a blue slice. Well done. Nicola, please nominate for Susan.
World of People.
World of People for yellow, Susan. Which South African president who died in 1904 gave his name to a popular gold coin?
Kruger.
Kruger, Paul Kruger, the Krugerrand. That's right, you get a yellow section. Well done. And finally, Susan, nominate for Roz.
World of Leisure, please.
World of Leisure for Roz. Roz, in which Swiss resort is the Cresta run?
No.
Time out. Anyone else? Susan?
Davos.
No. Nicola, any ideas?
Zurich.
Not Zurich, no, the answer is San Moritz. So, as we come to the halfway stage, we see that Susan is in the lead, but anything can happen. Let's see how the game develops after we take this break. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome back. Let's have a quick recap on the scores. We see in joint third place, both with 7 sections to illuminate, are Roz and Nicola, but leading with just 6 sections to go at this stage. Not much in it is Susan. Okay, let us now complete our trivia tactics round. Roz, over to you again. Please nominate for Nicola.
World of People, please.
World of People. You can't, because as you can see, Nicola's already got a yellow slice. So, choose again.
World of Places.
World of Places. This is for blue, Nicola. Here we go. In October 1971, in Kinshasa, it was announced that the Congo was changing its name to what?
British Nyasaland.
No. Anyone else? Susan?
Zaire.
Zaire is correct. That completes your blue slice. Well done. Nicola, please nominate for Susan.
World of Leisure.
World of Leisure, to complete your orange slice, Susan. Question. Which flavouring was originally extracted from the pods of a tropical climbing orchid?
Vanilla.
Vanilla, that's right. Well done. You get an orange slice. And finally, Susan, nominate for Roz.
World of Fantasy, please.
World of Fantasy for Roz. Does that suit you, Roz?
Yes.
Do you have a fantasy life?
Yes.
What are you in your fantasy
I'm
life?
not telling you.
You cheeky thing, that just makes me all the more curious. Here we go, right. In the classic Disney movie, Fantasia, what cartoon character got into trouble as the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, of course it was. That gives you a red section. Well done. Let's see how that affects the scores. We see in third place with 7 sections to illuminate is Nicola. In second with 6 is Roz. But just ahead with 4 sections to go is Susan. Well done. But now we come to the control round. This can all get a bit nail-biting because it's fingers on buzzers. When I ask the first control question, if you answer correctly, that means you have control of the game and you can get to choose your categories in sequence until your run of luck is broken and someone else gains control. The categories here are geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, and sport and leisure. Here we go. First control question, fingers on buzzers. Which rag and bone men have a horse called Hercules? Susan.
Steptoe and Son.
Steptoe and Son, very quick on the buzzer. That's what it's all about. Please choose a category.
History, please.
History, to complete your yellow. In March 1971, the Chancellor of the Exchequer announced that which tax would be abolished and replaced with VAT? Time out. Anyone? Ross, you
Purchase
buzzed in? I'm sorry, what was that?
Purchase tax.
Purchase is right, but you didn't buzz in. Please try and do buzz in. This means you have control of the game. Ross, off you go. Choose a category, please.
Sport and leisure.
Sport and leisure. Right, this is for Orange Roz. Don't forget to buzz in after the timeout bell, everyone. Roquefort cheese is made from the milk of which animal?
Goat.
It's not the goats. No, I can't accept that. Nicola.
Sheep.
It's the ewe, sheep. Yes, I'll give you that. Okay, you have control. Choose a category.
Art and Literature,
Art
please.
and literature for red. Which American-born poet won the 1948 Nobel Prize for Literature? Time out. Anyone? Susan.
Tennessee Williams.
No, it's not Tennessee Williams. No, the answer is T.S. Eliot. Fingers on buzzers. Control question. What's the capital of Scotland? Susan.
Edinburgh.
Is correct. Choose a category, please.
Art and Literature, please.
Art and literature for red. Which island is the name of the schooner on which Squire Trelawney and Jim Hawkins sail in Treasure Island? Time out. Anyone? Hispaniola is the answer. Fingers on buzzers. What's the highest mountain in Wales? Nicola.
Snowdonia.
Snowdon. I'll give you that. Snowdonia is the name of the sort of national park. Okay, choose a category.
Art and Literature, please.
Art and literature. In which English city are the Eastern Daily Press and the Eastern Evening News published daily?
Manchester.
Not Manchester. Time out. Susan.
Norwich.
Norwich is correct. You have control. Choose a category.
History, please.
History, yellow. Who won a by-election in March 1965 in Roxburgh to become the youngest MP in the House and went on to lead his party? Time out. Nicola.
David Steele.
Correct. You have control. Category, please.
I'll try Art and Literature again, please.
Art and literature for that elusive red. Which of the Bible's 4 Gospels would come last if their writers' names were put in alphabetical order?
Matthew.
Matthew is correct. Well thought out. Okay, another category.
Geography.
Geography for blue. Which Italian city styled itself La Serenissima?
Venice.
Venice is correct. Another category.
Geography again, please.
Geography again for that blue slice. In land area, what is America's smallest state?
Indiana.
No. Time out. Anyone? Susan?
Maryland.
No.
Florida.
Not Florida, Roz. Rhode Island. Fingers on buzzers. What is the name given to members of the U.S. Army Special Forces taken from their distinctive headgear? Susan?
The Green Berets.
Correct. Choose a category, please.
History, please.
History. Yellow. In April 1943, Churchill announced that church bells would be allowed to be rung regularly. Why had the bells been kept silent for the previous 3 years?
To not attract the German bombers.
I can't give you that, no. They were to be the signal that we were being invaded. That's the correct answer. Fingers on buzzers. Here we go again. In America, it's a sidewalk. Here, it's what? Susan?
Pavement.
Correct. Choose a category, please.
Entertainment, please.
Entertainment. Pink. What Oscar-winning song introduced in Breakfast at Tiffany's became Andy Williams' TV theme song?
Moon River.
Moon River is correct. Another category.
Entertainment, please.
Entertainment again. Right, you've got 3 to go, Susan. Who won an Oscar for his music for Chariots of Fire? Time out. Anyone?
Vangelis.
Please buzz, Ros. What did you say?
Vangelis.
Vangelis is correct. That means you have control of the game, but that noise also means it's the 60-second warning. If at the end of that 60 seconds, none of you has completed all sections of your individual pie, it's the person with the most sections illuminated who goes on to play for that holiday. The 60 seconds starts now. Ros, category, please.
Geography.
Geography. Blue. The name of which former English county survives in the full name of the Cumbrian town usually called Appleby? Time out. Anyone? No, the answer is Westmoreland. Here we go again. What element is listed on the periodic table as Zn? Nicola.
Zinc.
Is correct. Category, please.
Sport and leisure.
Sport and leisure. Orange, you've already got that, so it'll have to be something... No, you haven't. My mistake. Which game was devised by Colonel Neville Chamberlain in India in 1875 as a variation of black pool?
Don't know.
Time out. Anyone? Susan?
Polo.
No, the answer is snooker. Control question. Who became president of the USA after the resignation of Richard Nixon? Susan?
Gerald Ford.
Is correct. Choose a category, please.
Entertainment, please.
Entertainment. Pink. Which composer, whose real name was Davis, wrote the 1939 musical show The Dancing Years and the song Keep the Home Fires Burning?
Novello.
Yes, no, you didn't. We were just after the bell, so another control question. Soft paste, hard paste, and eggshell are varieties of which fine... Susan?
Icing.
No, and that's time out. That's time out. Right, very well played, all three of you. Let's see who goes on to play that holiday. We see in third position with 6 sections to illuminate is Ros. In second position with 5 is Nicola, but the person who goes on to play for the holiday is Susan. Well done, Susan. Commiserations to Ros and Nicola. You don't go away empty-handed. You get a Family Channel t-shirt and the Genus 3 edition of the fabulously compulsive and addictive Trivial Pursuit board game. Bags of fun there. You've been great contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, Ros and Nicola. But Susan, would you now please join me at the center of the board to play the Ultimate Trivia Challenge? Well done, Susan. Well done. Come a little forward, just slightly. There we are. There we are. Good. Well done for getting this far. You've got the T-shirt and the board game. We're also going to give you a Pathé newsreel video of the year of your birth. That's very interesting stuff there. But this is the holiday you are going to be playing for.
Susan, you could be off to fantastic sun parks in De Haan, Belgium, courtesy of the Belgian Travel Service. There's something to entertain all the family, from the superb sporting facilities to the fascinating subtropical aqua park. This enchanting Belgian seaside resort waits to welcome you on your Trivial Pursuit holiday.
Have you been to Belgium?
Yes.
Yes, it's a fascinating place, isn't it? Much underrated by people. It's very, very interesting indeed. Right. And I hope you will be going there. You are going to have 60 seconds to illuminate 6 sections of your pie. If you pass or answer incorrectly, we'll simply go on to the next category. The very best of luck to you, Susan. And your time starts now. Which is New York's largest borough?
Bronx.
No, the Queens. Duran Duran took their name from a character in which Jane Fonda film?
Pass.
Barbarella. Which telescope belonging to Manchester University was built in 1957 near Crewe in Cheshire?
Jodrell Bank.
Correct. Who wrote detective stories about Father Brown?
G.K. Chesterton.
Correct. From which large animal did the North American Indians make dried meat called pemmican?
The bison.
No, the buffalo. Which spicy seasoning made from sweet red peppers is used for the dish goulash?
Chile.
No, paprika. What country is the site of the very first Disneyland outside of the United States?
France.
No, Japan, Tokyo. In the song As Time Goes By, which line follows a kiss is still a kiss?
Pass.
A sigh is still a sigh. In March 1969 at the Old Bailey, which 35-year-old twins were each given life sentences for a murder after a 39-day trial?
Cray brothers.
The Crays, correct. Who is the lawyer who turned The Client into a best-selling courtroom thriller? John Grisham. What was the name of the defective $2 billion telescope? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Time up. Time up. That's the luck of the draw, Susan. Never mind. Difficult questions there, but at least you go away with an armful of goodies. So that's nice. Thanks to you. Thanks to all our contestants. Thanks to our studio audience. And especially thanks to you at home for watching. Please join us again soon for another exciting game of Trivial Pursuit. Bye-bye.